Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. Welcome back to Gundam Breaker 4, and I figured out what I wanted for my first custom build finally. Hopefully you can tell that this is supposed to be Mazinger Z. I'm really kind of proud of the work I did assembling the head. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I had to, you know, Mazinger Z is a very simple design made up almost entirely of cylinders. I went with the manga coloring because I always liked it just in mostly like black and silver as opposed to the anime version where the forearms and the lower legs are blue. So I also like the red lining around the eyes from the manga. So yeah. But we will go through what building this entailed, and then we will take this out for a couple of missions. I'll probably do a couple of episodes with this, and after that, I will try to come up with something else. Oh yeah, let's zoom in on the head a little bit so I can just walk everybody through it when we get there. Could I go up a little? Camera controls are weird. Will the D-pad do what I want? Oh, what about... Ah, there we go. There. And zoom in a little further. Yeah, okay. So, alright, so I needed a head with a grill on the front, and no V-fin, and no Gundam, chin thing. The little red bit. So the Dananzon turned out to be the best I could do for that. So yeah, went with the Dananzon for the head. The body is the Gans, because it was, again, about the simplest I could find with no conduction cables, no anything like that. It's not quite right shape-wise, but it was the closest I could get. Gun cannon arms, elbow pads notwithstanding, they were about perfect for that. A little bit more detail on the shoulders than is necessary too, but, they work. I had to buy one of the gun cannon arms from the shop to make it work. I tuned that up to level 30, but it definitely needs better skills. Gun cannon legs as well, again, because simplicity. There are a few things that might have better shaped legs, but they tend to have, like, an entire torso attached, like the Ag-Eye, the Bear Guy, things like that. So, yeah, they didn't quite work out either. The backpack is the G-Self Atmosphere Escape Pack. I had to point it... To become the Jet Scrander, I had to point it upwards, basically tilt it back. Because, yeah, not a lot of backpacks in Gundam with this wing configuration. The ones that are way too fancy. This is relatively close for what it is. But, at first, since generally when Mazinger's on the ground, it has the Scrander wings up instead of down, I did it the other way, but I ran a test stage and that put the boost flare when it was moving coming out of the top instead of the bottom, and that just kind of drove me crazy. So it has no long-range weapons because you can't make long-range weapons invisible like you can shields. So it's, Mazinger Z does not carry a lot of weapons. It has weapons built in. So I gave it melee for that purpose, just because, again, anything else would be visible. Most of its weapons, again, built in. It does do a fair amount of brawling and throwing things around. For a shield, this worked out beautifully. I just needed more attacks, because as you're going to see in a second, not a lot of attacks available to this build. But by making the harmonica cannon invisible, which is a thing you can do, that made it means it fires, beams out in front of it out of the chest area, which is, just one of the things Mazinger does. It's the breast fire attack, it's called. As in, breastplate, armor kind of thing. So yeah, here's where we get into how difficult this whole thing was to pull off, because Dananzon had some of the qualities I needed in a Mazinger head, but there was a lot more to do. Okay, so the back of the crown part is the Night Gundam's visor turned upside down and fitted to the skull as best I could. The front part is the brim, the little maid bonnet thing from Super Fumina, done in silver and turned upside down and scaled to more or less meet the Night Gundam crown. For the Pilder, I used the little square mobile worker cockpit and colored it red. Unfortunately, there's no real way to get the rest of the top of the Danan's head to be red with it, so that's just something I had to live with. For the sides of Mazinger Z's head, I used the round spikes from Zaku 2, which does at least give me an extra melee option, though it's kind of a clunky one. I'll show it off. And here was one of the biggest things. Mazinger Z has kind of a long neck. So I wanted to, reproduce that, but the Dananzan and the Gan, neither of them has much of a neck built in. So the neck you see here is a Gundam Age 1 chest sensor turned on its back to emulate a neck. It's maybe a little too big, but again, just trying to, you can still see the ball joint from the Gan's torso kind of sticking out there, but I'm kind of proud I actually made that function. Then lastly, I learned you can actually, if you want to have two specific parts that match one another, there is actually just a command to link them. So I was able to set up one of the chest fins using a Jin head crest, and then just use that command to set up the other one so that it was mirrored. Yeah, that's another positive side effect of the Gan's torso. The color layout for the basically attachment belt for the Jet Scrander was just absolutely perfect. So yeah, that is the build. EX skills, I have this laser pod, which, I'm not sure if I can actually, I'm not sure what it actually does, honestly. Attacks enemies scouted automatically with the laser pod equipped with the main wing in all directions. I honestly think that that's not working because I have the backpack turned upwards. I have not gotten anything out of that. I decided to do the, defense up awakening for this. I'm still using Burst Breaker because it's that or Resurrect, and I really don't see the point. But yeah, the harmonica cannon just worked out perfectly for what I wanted there. And it has armor repair besides. And the only option skills are the gun cannon's hand grenade and the, I get a melee combo out of each of its ears. So, set up the ability cartridge for higher item drop rate, and quality. 48% is quite a lot. And other than that, just whatever looked good, because I didn't see anything that looked like it was going to be really super useful for this. But yeah, that is the design, and we're gonna try stage 1 on the I think next is hardcore difficulty. We're gonna do that.
This is the mission
Yeah,
desk.
I think we'll start there. I have done that. Have I done that before? No, I haven't. So yeah, we're gonna start at the beginning. We're gonna skip all the cutscenes, and we're gonna do a couple stages on hardcore mode. And yeah, I'm in offline mode. Tried to connect to the server and couldn't. So, but yeah, I may turn off cutscenes on repeat stages, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out, actually. Just the fact that I had to use 6 out of 8 builder part slots to get the head raid is kind of ridiculous. But I got closer than I expected to, in all honesty. So, let's see what, if anything, I can do with this. Like I said, it's in terms of weaponry and power, not a great build. I have a lot less hit points than my, orange and maroon ridiculousness from last time. But yeah, it's I made it work, and I just felt like it. This is nobody's request but mine. And yeah, here's the combo that you get with the with the spikes. It's not a bad combo, but you are locked into the whole thing, whether you connect with it or it's, spaced properly or not. And it has that problem that a lot of attacks have in this, that the travel just continues even after the enemy's knockdown does not. So landing that knee is a trick. That said, I seem to be doing plenty good damage for stage 1 on hardcore difficulty. I'm pretty sure level 30 is still well above the estimate for that. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, I had the backpack the other way, but it just didn't work. So the jet boost comes out where it should when it's facing this direction. But yeah, I also had it kept wanting to put it into fly mode because of the backpack, but no. Mazinger Z is a big stompy robot and it clomps across the ground. So, but yeah, Mazinger Z, of course, there are a few giant robot stories, shows that predate it, like Gigantor, aka Tetsujin 28, but Mazinger Z was basically the first piloted giant robot in anime, and yeah, it was a really really popular show. Started the super robot genre, more or less. Wow, that was quick. I forgot how short stage 1 is. And it was when I was very, very small. I think like as or right after, a little bit before or after. Time is, fire, burn, etc. Mazinger Z was brought over here in the early 80s as Transor Z, and yeah, I loved that show. Like, that was like before Transformers came out, and I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. That was like my favorite thing in the world. So, and it was a good show. I enjoyed it. And I need to get away. Not happening because I was so locked in that combo. Grenade. And let's show off. Yeah. Oh, the shield actually appears when I use the skill. That's actually a shame. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess the laser pod. I think it did tiny little bits of damage, or maybe it didn't. But yeah, I'm actually very sad that I finally noticed that the shield comes into existence when I fire that attack. Let's see. Guard a second. Because yeah, I wanted the shield to stay invisible. Still, as good an approximation as I could imagine getting. I'm doing 11,000 a punch with that combo. That's not terrible. Again, I just have to do this a little bit differently than I ordinarily would, because I don't have the harmonica and the grenade are my only ranged attacks. So, limits my options a bit, doesn't it? But again, the build is the build. The build worked, and knee it in the face, that'll help. Or fly right past it and do not, in fact, knee it in the face. And, oh no, my jetpack. That actually makes it more, accurate to a certain extent, because, yeah, Mazinger Z, the jetpack's an option part. It came later. But, yeah, one of the things that bothers me is how difficult it is to get a decent Mazinger Z figure that is not, like Soul Chogokin or one of those really expensive lines. Like, I paid like maybe $35 for a Mazinger Z model kit off of Surugaya, which is a lot less than it goes for anywhere else. And yeah, I have yet to put that together, because I believe that's the era of Bandai model kits where everything was held together with screws, and I am terrible at not cross-threading things. So, but yeah, just like the only articulated Mazinger Z action figure I know of that is no longer very cheap, even though it once was actually from an MS in Action subline called Eternal Force. Okay, came in under time, that's good. And it was like first year, like 1999 era MS in Action, not super well articulated, but again, better than anything else, that is not like a high-end collectible. Like, there just needs to be a decent, inexpensive Mazinger Z figure. But, okay, I was I picked, when I was setting up custom poses, I thought I picked the frame where it had the hands closed, because the fists up like that is very similar to the stock footage of Mazinger Z, you know, coming online. But, okay, we're still getting the custom poses glitch, I see. And the dioramas glitch, but we've almost hit Builder's rank 36. That's not bad. Level 7 Beam Saber and Heat Hawk. Zaku War, yeah. So, master grade parts, some of them, but nothing, I think, particularly outstanding at these low levels. We will have to go to higher levels. But, you know, we'll work our way through. I don't think I'm going to play through this game like 5 times to get all the difficulties, but, you know, I'm going to just, you know, mess around with it so I can get parts upgraded and build weird customs. So, but yeah, let's do another stage, and after that, we will call it. Yeah, we'll do Hardcore Stage 2. If it's really short, we'll do 3 of them, but probably just going to do 2 for today. And skip some events, as we've seen this. And yeah, so... And we've seen this. But yeah, it works relatively okay. If I was fighting things at my actual level, with, you know, the limited options, I don't think would be quite as useful, but looks neat. I'm happy with that. Alright, so there is Wing Gundam. Let's I'll punch it and everything else here. Yeah, like that. This combo, frankly, needs more tracking. Like, somehow it actually stayed still so that I hit it with the whole thing. That is not very common at all. Comes back up very quickly, though. That's something, at least. Just punch this Leo to death. Yeah, I am especially being saved here by the fact that the melee part is very high strength at this point, so... I think I leveled it up... I may have leveled it up to 40-something in preparation for this, because I figured... Even if the rest of the thing is somewhat low level, if I'm going to have, you know, if it's going to be my primary source of damage, I better do as much for it as I can. So, alright, so that's the first wave. Yeah, this really is short. If this is as short as it's looking, I may do a third one. But, yeah, like I said, just like the customization system, this is pretty spectacular. I am, you know, like I said, it's kind of absurd how many custom part slots I had to put into that face, but the fact that it worked at all is just kind of miraculous to me. Let's see, this is, okay, yeah, this is a target mobile suit stage, so we do want to eat up as many ads as we can. Alright. Boom. Yeah, that knee hits pretty hard, that's good. And... I think I just still straight up hit harder with melee, though. Okay, that's the first target suit. I've got a Master Grade Ale Strike arm now. And yeah, get these Jins out of here before I do anything else. There we go. But yeah, that like combo is really weird because yeah, the knee's hard to land. It has basically no tracking, and also it just has a little bit of a wind up, as you can see. Yeah, just like enough to get into a position. It's really kind of weird. I'm not sure where this whole like combo comes from. I want to guess. I think it might be from Gundam Zaku 1 in like one of the first handful of episodes of First Gundam. But if so, the funny thing about that, of course, is that the Zaku 1 has no spikes. But yeah, I haven't watched that in a while, so I can't say for sure. But again, that you know, I know he did the shoulder charge, which is not part of this combo, but it just, I'm not sure where that came from. But, okay, finished that wave off a little too quick. Didn't get anything from the lackeys, but we'll move on. Wave 3, is that a boss or is that just more targets? Find out. It's not like I remember. That was like maybe, what, a month ago? Maybe a little more? So yeah, I don't remember things. Oh, yeah. It's the... What is your name? I forget the name. Well, I'm about to see it. The Hashmal, yeah. Well, let's punch it in the face. Yeah, see what I mean? It's big enough that I was still hitting it, but not a lot tracking it. That said, I just did manage to hit basically every hitbox it has, so I'll take that. And alright, that's one leg down. And yeah, that's not bad for him. This move is actually pretty good for large bosses. Better than it is for mobile suits, for sure. And we have knocked it down again, and we're just going to keep comboing into infinity here. But yeah, definitely best done in the air, where you more or less have infinite travel, because that will keep you aligned with the main body. And I've already gotten half of its defense field down, so let's do this again. It's readying an attack. That's okay. If anything, readying an attack means it gets me out of my attack animation a little quicker. So, you know, all the damage boost. And now we will just play at the harmonica until it does. Wow, that shield needs leveled up because that does nothing. I thought I leveled that. Well, if so, I need to do it again. But we're almost done. Mild damage. Really not much at all, yeah. And okay, I shouldn't have done that exact moment, but alright. Okay, I need more gauge if I wanted to finish it with harmonica. That's a shame, because, yeah, Breastfire was generally the finisher. But it's okay. Oh, that's cute. Well, again, still not actually a threat, though, so crunch, crunch, crunch. There we go. Plenty of time. Boss beaten. And breaks.
Well, her skills are solid.
Okay, yeah. I think Mazinger Z even has those jets in its feet, honestly. So yeah, that just worked out, you know, to my advantage. Yeah, that was super short. We'll do one more stage. And now Builder's rank 35 or 36. Beam saber, tomahawk, heavy sword. Yeah, bunch of weapons. Nothing wrong with that. I can combine them down into other things. Master grade Leo head. Wow, they actually put like camera details in there. Nice. Hail strike, master grade torso, high grade Jin. Yeah, I have a lot of combining to do again when this is all said and done, but I'm gonna procrastinate on that until I start my next build because it takes a long time. So, alright, yeah. At least we got a bunch of new stuff. No ability cartridges. I imagine we probably have to push the level of things a little further to get those on the early stages. So, all right, skip that scene. And yeah, one more. That was easy. And on mission. Skip scene. Yeah, I don't, you know, there are probably Gunpla out there that have better parts for this here and there, but I, of course, do not have, either I do not have them or they're not in the game. I'm going to add yet to that because I'm hoping that's the case. But, yeah. Again, I was not expecting a 100% match anyway, but just that feeling of, I wonder if I could get closer. That's just a thing. Alright, yeah, this is a defend the HLV. I don't foresee that being much of an issue. Okay, well, that's a very tall Tropin, and it's down. Okay, yeah, that's a Master Grade Tropin. That would do it. And Sakukai, also Master Grade. And yeah, at least I'm pretty fast, so I can just zip back and forth and get all the enemies before they get too close to the HLV, or lock onto something across the stage and not get anywhere near what I need to be killing. Alright. There we go, and yeah, like I said, no tracking on that combo, so when things are rushing at you like that is, that's not the best news. Okay, there. And now we've got Sharzaku. I'm kind of tempted to just, at some point, just do like a montage of all the various possible color schemes for Sharzaku. Because there's a lot of them. just various versions over the years. Like, and then that's just like on model kits of the original version, and then you get into Gundam the Origin, where he is actually like red most of the time instead of a, you know, light red, pink, salmon pink, like red orange, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a lot that could be done with that. Of course, that also assumes my monitor's colors are calibrated properly, and who knows? Alright, what's next? We are fighting things. Nothing to defend here, which... Oh yeah, this is the glitchy stuff. Well,
Hey,
I'm not going to worry
did your
about the glitchy
screen
stuff.
glitch out for a second there?
Oops.
I wonder if we
Okay.
should report that.
Grenade. Okay, well, the grenade has tracking at least. That's something.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, these are... Yeah,
You're
grazes.
probably right.
I always
Let's get
forget
that
about
mission
them.
started.
I think they're from Iron-Blooded Orphans, which I have not watched a lot of yet. I think I heard that, like, this last week was like the 9th anniversary of Iron-Blooded Orphans, which, you know, as one of the couple most recent feeling Gundam shows, it is kind of weird. I guess G-Reco was after that, wasn't it? And then, of course, about the same time, since, you know, the season started all at the same time, as was the 2nd anniversary of Witch from Mercury. But, yeah. Okay, there's that. And please stop it. There we go. Okay, well, at least I hit the other enemy with that. But yeah, if there's a way to cancel out of this combo, I don't know. Yeah, there's not. It just isn't. It looks like, if I was reading that right, though, I think you do actually get a guard in the middle of that, so that's not bad, but okay, S rank on both of those. This keeps up, I may actually have to jump to the next difficulty level next time we do this. Alright, boss approaching, but I figure we'll at least finish chapter 1 at this level, and then move on. Age 3 normal. Okay, that shouldn't be too
Strong
bad.
enemy incoming. Watch out.
Yeah, and also the tracking on the harmonica shield is a little bit weak, I'll say. Like it really does just kind of hang there like 2 feet to the left of what I'm trying to kill most of the time. But again, since the damage is so minimal, that's not as big a deal as it could be. Not like, oh man, that's my best attack and I'm not landing it. No, it's an attack that I really need to improve and I'm not landing it. Okay. Alright, and okay, well, I lost my head. Okay, that's down. That's down. Okay, some Legolas legs. Okay, and that is a Gaffrin, and it is also down. Alright, all S's on that too.
Hey, we did
And I've got my parts back, hooray. Alright, so got another round spike.
Are you
Okay.
some sort of new type?
Doku 2 backpack. Wonder if it's a different kind from this one? Or just a third one. Or, well, I only have one, I just used it twice. Master grade weapons, high grade weapons, etc. Experimental twin beam saber from the Akatsuki. Yeah, again, nothing like, oh wow, that master grade Graze machine gun is huge. Nothing too exciting, but a bunch of stuff at least. Yeah, Graze parts just drop like candy. Oh, apparently so do Gaffrin parts. Alright. And all Zaku backpacks. All high grade. No ability cartridges or plastic at this early date. So yeah, that is Mazinger Z. You may see one more episode of that, or if I have time and feel like it, I may build something else entirely. But that is going to do it for Gundam Breaker 4 for today. We will be back later in the week with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.